Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Insecure, Season 4, Episode 8. It's only 2 more episodes until the season finale. I'm like, what we gonna have to watch, y'all? What we gonna have to watch? Will the shot come back on? Anyway, first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become my whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Center yourself, take a moment, take a breath, everything gonna be okay. At the end of the day, relax, relate, release. Okay, y'all know I think I'm gonna add that to my repertoire of every week. Anyway, you can also like, comment, and share this video, which means like the video, okay? Comment in the comment section, okay? And then hit the share button and share it on your Facebook or your Twitter. Thank you. You can also follow me on Twitter or IG at J_Lees_Corner, and that information is where? In the description box below. Okay, then let's go. So Lawrence and Issa meet up, okay? We've been waiting for this kind of episode since Issa and Lawrence broke up, okay, back in season 1. Now, Lawrence looking all good. Looking all good. And Issa come in looking all good too, okay, looking all so sexy and stuff. And then she falls. Issa, get up, girl. She face plants right on the restaurant floor. It's a busy night. I don't know if somebody tripped her, if it was like a little nick in the floor. We don't know what happens. But she kind of laid there for a minute and got herself together, okay? So they get to the bar, whatever, they talking or whatever, because, Lawrence wanted to meet up with Issa to talk to her about something. Oh, so what did you want to talk about? They keep getting distracted, okay? So they're discussing how good her block party was, and the block party was popping. I did great. You know what you did? That, you know what I'm saying? That was real good or whatever. So I could not make it because I was in San Francisco doing interviews, okay? I was interviewing just to see what's out there. Oh, that's what's up. That was up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just don't want to ever be afraid to kind of see what else is out there. I'm like, okay, see what else is out there. Nah, okay. So then she brings up, I heard about you and Kandula, that y'all broke up. Yeah, we ain't gotta talk about that. So I ran into Molly, at the little airport or whatever. It was awkward. She's like, yeah, I bet it was, because me and her ain't cool no more. He's like, oh yeah, laughing, thinking she joking. And when she don't laugh back, he like, what happened? We don't have to talk about that. So he don't want to talk about him and Condola, and she don't want to talk about her and Molly. I mean, I guess they're both sensitive subjects or whatever, but I'm like, whatever. So again, they sitting there, whatever, talking. As they trying to talk, and he's trying to tell her what it was he invited her out to speak about. The music is louder. Lizzo starts playing. People getting booked or whatever. People are like coming to the bar, like bumping them or whatever. And one dude came in between them to get to the bartender. I think that's so rude. When you see 2 people at the bar together, you don't go in between them without saying, excuse me, can I just real quick? Yeah, no, maybe. And say, no. Oh, rude ass motherfucker. Anyway, so they like, you know what, let's leave because it's too wild here, it's too loud. And we cannot have any conversations here. And they get free drinks because Issa fell. Anyway, on the outside, now they're waiting for an Uber, okay? So Lawrence orders an Uber. And Lawrence still is looking good, okay? And so, on the Uber place or whatever, they kind of find out, and the Uber is a talking Uber lady. Because, sometimes Uber, you don't want people to talk to you. But this is a talking Uber person, okay? Oh, so y'all first date, and it was a nice Uber. Now, I don't Uber, so I know it's like Uber Pool or Uber Black or Uber, I don't know, Uber whatever. This was a good fancy Uber, okay? The expensive Uber that you do to impress a girl on the first date. Oh, so y'all first date? That's so cool. They're like, no, it's not our first date. Oh, okay, so y'all like in love birds ever? No, we, no, that's not it either. Oh, okay, y'all married? No, no. Where y'all from? Australia. Or did you say Antarctica? Somewhere with an A, some other country. And because Issa didn't want to talk about Lawrence, like, it's okay, like, we can chit chat a little bit. Oh, that's so cool. So y'all not married? He like, nah, but I did buy a ring. Issa was like, nigga, what? What's going on with that? oh, did you propose? He's like, nah. Well, nigga, what you waiting on? I'm like, lady, don't be calling them niggas in the car. You're an Uber driver. And so again, they like, lady, calm down, cause light off. Cause she turned around with her cell phone light in hand. I'm like, don't do that. That's not nice or whatever. So they get to the restaurant. Okay, they look so nice together. Okay, Lawrence and Issa just looking at one another. Okay, now at the restaurant, it's the restaurant that they wanted to go to all the time back when they were dating, and Issa did not tell him that since they had broken up, she's been there a few times. But I came anyway because you wanted to go. So then he said, you know what? Let's not, let's avoid and stuff. Like, let's not be, walking around eggs or whatever. We're gonna just be honest about whatever. Okay, so they get seated and everything, and she's like, oh, so what did you want to tell me? Like, what did you want to talk to me about or whatever? He's like, I just, I've been wondering. I'm saying, what happened between us? Like, I just wonder, like, do you feel like I, give up on things too easily? Like, I wonder what have happened if we had never broken up. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I do wish, that you didn't give up on us. I do wish that or whatever. He's like, why Daniel? Like, why was it him? Or could you have cheated with anybody? And she's like, no, it wasn't that. Like, he just popped up. Like, he popped up at a time where, you weren't giving me attention or whatever, and he was, and it felt good to be wanted, because you didn't want me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an excuse. It's just, it's the truth of what it was. And he was like, well, was it really that bad between us back then? And she's like, I used to drive around after work just to avoid coming home, and there was this conversation between them to where he was able to listen to her and she was able to express herself without feeling like, that she was trying to save the relationship or whatever. It was just a time to make them both be honest. And, she's like, he said, well, like, did you not want to, like, did you want to just like blow us up? We had made up and all, we had made up. We was getting better and everything. Like, was you trying to? I'm gonna move them off and put me back. Was you trying to like blow us up? Or she's like, no. Like, I still wanted to be with you. Like, I was devastated, when we broke up. Like, and it wasn't even thinking of me trying to ruin it. You know what I'm saying? And he like, okay. She's like, but it was a full year of you doing nothing, and not only that, like, nothing I did, motivated you. Like, there was, you just, you had no drive, or like, it was like you just didn't want me. And that was her point of view. I felt you did not want me. I felt unwanted. And so when someone gave me that attention, even though it was wrong, I still went there because I was missing that at home. And he never knew that. So then he said, well, it wasn't that I didn't want you. Like, that wasn't it at all. Like, but every day, me seeing you get up and go to work and do these things, it was reminding me that I had nothing. Like, I had nothing. I had nowhere to go. Like, I was so bad that I wanted to at first move back home with my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just, I couldn't do that. And I felt like I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, it's just kind of weird how, when it happened, it was easier for me to blame everything on you than to face my own bullshit. And I'm like, wow. Meaning, it wasn't that he was like unmotivated. He was depressed. He was depressed because he didn't expect to be out of work for so long and be on unemployment. But he was, and it pulled him down into depression, and he did not know how to effectively communicate that. So they both were going through their own shit and not know how to talk. Okay, I'm like, So hearing them both be able to have the conversation was amazing. Okay, so then he like, that's the sign of what it was. And again, he said it's crazy how they both were going through things, and they weren't even able to talk to one another back then. Because again, this has been like, it's been a year since they broke up, and she's like, "Can I ask you a question? Did you really buy a ring?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, we had been looking for rings together, so I had bought one, yeah." And she was like, "Oh, wow," and he like, "Oh, I bet you feel like shit now." And she's like, so they both laughed. It was a little joke or whatever. Well, I was shit back then or whatever, but I'm not shit. I'm great now. Like, you really missing out now. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, Lawrence, you flirting with Issa? Okay. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Because it was getting real hot and heavy, okay? And while she's in the bathroom, he gets a little text from Condola. I'm looking like, what the fuck she want? Go ahead on, Condola, go ahead on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Her text, like, I know we were supposed to meet up on Tuesday to talk. But can, are you free tonight? And he's like, dang, I don't know what to say. Okay. Like, look, I'm out right now. But I'll contact you when I'm done or whatever. I'm like, is Lawrence not shit now? I mean, I guess technically he can't not be shit because he's single. And he doesn't owe anybody anything, okay? And he's allowed to have conversations with two of his exes, okay? One he was with for, 5 years. The other one he was with for a couple months or whatever. But I digress. Anyway, they then leave in a date. And they bump into Calvin. Who was Calvin? TSA boo. And what noise did he kept making? I can't do noises too late anyway because it's 2 o'clock here. Anyway, he like, what up, Issa? Hey, and I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. So for me, it was like, sometimes you run into that one person you used to bang with. You like, what was I thinking? And he don't have no couth. What up, Issa? And he like, oh, so who is this, Issa? Oh, yeah, I'm Calvin and I'm horrible, whatever. We used to fuck looking like, why would you see she on a date, and he's on a date with some chick named, was it Masa, Murata, Mabel, some with an M. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? They trying to get to dinner too, and then we then see Issa had been to the same restaurant with old boy, okay? Because see on the food that's in there, I'm looking like, So him and his little Masa, Murata girl walk away or whatever, and then we see that he keeps getting like little messages or whatever, and I'm like, And you're like, all right, so Issa, what you gonna get into? Well, you want to go down to the little art fair with her? Like, no, I got some stuff I gotta get into. And says, I'll holler at you. And Lawrence walks away. I was like, Lawrence ain't shit. Lawrence gonna leave Issa to go hang with Condola, okay? And he like, brr, brr, make the same noise the cow made or whatever. Like, see, I got you, whatever. Yeah, come on, let's go hang out. So they then go hang out at the little art fair or whatever. So they walking and talking. And it's talking about happiness. And it was a really grown up conversation. Lawrence brings up how, I'm saying, I like this new Issa. Like, you look happy. Happy looks good on you. And I like this or whatever. She's like, yeah, I just, doing whatnot, I'm saying. And I'm trying to, I'm saying, keep doing what I'm working on next. And he like, oh, so what's going on next? Like, well, I think I want to start, having more events. With black culture, whatever I'm saying, and making and doing that because that's what made me happy. My block party, it brought me much happiness, whatever. So I want to do that. You're like, all right, you can do it, Issa. You can do it. And I think before he wasn't as supportive of her, because he was in his depression or whatever. Anyway, he then brings up how I'm happy as well. I'm saying I realize that I am happier, helping other people execute their visions versus me thinking I have to be the boss or the team lead or whatever. I've realized I like being a part of a team and not having to be the one in charge all the time. And she's like, really, like, you always wanted to, do your own thing. Like, yeah, I think I want to do that because I just assumed like that was what I was supposed to do. But like, that's not really what made me happy. He's like, but I'm happy now, doing what I'm doing. And again, they're both happy, okay? So then, I'm saying, they walking, talking, whatever, and then they both see Condola texting Lawrence again, okay? It's like, oh, y'all been talking. He's like, yeah, she just wants, to talk or whatever. I'm saying, he like, but I don't know, what's gonna happen between me and her. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, So, they leaving or whatever to the party and whatnot, and, they gonna share Uber. And she like, yeah, so you living in now? Because Issa didn't know where Lawrence had moved to. He's like, oh, I'm up on whatever. She's like, that's behind me. Like, we like neighbors. And she's like, oh, I guess so, whatever, yeah. And she's like, oh, okay. So they share Uber. And because he has bought some art from the art show, and she's like, it's gonna be real funny, that little piece of art, hanging up above your little, air mattress or whatever, in your bathtub pad. So she assumes he's the same Lawrence, little bathtub pad, saying, little air mattress, little, mini fridge. He like, my place is like a real place or whatever. She's like, yeah, whatever. So at his place, he like, okay, Uber person, wait about 5 more minutes and she gonna come back down or whatever. I'm gonna show her, something or whatnot. And so when she go in, and he has a real apartment with real furniture, and he has the couch that they bought together. And she's like, oh, it looks great in here. And he's like, yeah. And it's a little moment between them two, whatever. Can I use your bathroom real quick before I leave? Like, yeah, sure, down the hall or whatever. And so while Issa's in the bathroom, he goes outside, closes the door, okay, outside of his apartment. He calls Condola, okay. He like, yeah, either she called him or he called her, one or two. But anyway, she still wants him to come by tonight, okay. Tonight, meaning she wants some sex. No one wants to talk to their ex at night, no matter how late it is, unless you want some dick, okay? Anyway, like, you know what? I'll keep you posted, whatever I'm saying when I'm done. Because, again, Issa's still there. And when he walked back into the apartment, Issa is in there like, hey. Because she kind of heard the conversation. Oh, so that was Condola. Yeah, but she just wants to talk, I'm saying, or whatever. He like, all right. Well, it was good seeing you. All right. And she's leave. I'm like, oh, Issa gonna leave. Damn it, I want them to be together. And so she stops at the door. Well, what if I wanted to stay? And I'm like, what's going on here? What's happening? What's going on? He's like, I don't know. Should we even, And she's like, I'm not ready for the night to end. And he's like, tonight made me happy. And then she say, you make me happy. I was like, oh. And then he says, me too. I was like, oh, bitch. Oh my God. What's going on? Girl, guys, people. Okay. I was like, oh, is it happening? What's going on? What is, honey? And then as he's talking and as they're saying these, because Issa at the door, he about to couch, whatever. And as each one of them says something, they get closer and closer, and then they're face to face. I'm looking like, come on, Issa, come on, Lawrence, come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because, tonight made me happy. You make me happy. Oh, me too. And I'm like, and she was like, so, and he was like, so, stay. And I was like, oh, he said Lawrence and Issa. And they kiss, and they kiss, and they kiss, and they have good I love you too sex, okay? And I love you too sex is the best sex right next to I hate you sex, okay? And this was a different kind of, we've seen them have sex before. We've seen a lot of people, we've seen Molly have sex before. We've seen Issa. This was I love you too sex. Like, this was, it was sensual. It was sexual. It wasn't like no quick wham, bam, make you man. It was loving sex. And you see them both enjoying, and you see him on top, her on top. You see, him smiling, her smiling. It was a good scene to see them to embrace one another. It was black love sex. It was how we have sex, and people don't see that. Sometimes, when we see sex scenes, it'd be a lot sometimes, and it's a good thing to see that people still make love. They make love, honey, all up and through, whatever. And so we then see it's the next morning, okay, and they wake up together, and I'm looking like, oh my God, please don't let one of them look awkward. Please don't let one of them look like, oh my God, it's something. And no, they both looked happy, both still smiling. Now I wonder, why the fuck is Issa in the sweatshirt? But I digress, okay? So anyway, it wasn't awkward, okay? And Issa gets up or whatever, he like, hey. She's like, hey. And I'm like, where's she get clothes from? And he like, so you I can call your Uber? She's like, no, I can walk home. Because again, remember, they're like neighbors. Like, she don't live but 5 blocks or how many blocks away from him. And so he's like, no, I'm going to walk. He's like, you sure? She's like, yeah. And it was a thing to where Issa wasn't awkward. She wasn't weirdly leaving. She was fully in her womanhood of yes, we had sex, and yes, I liked it, and yes, it was, I don't feel anything about it, and I'm gonna get up and leave and walk home, through the city or whatever, and be good, in my little heels and in my jeans and in my sweatshirt. And I kept thinking, where did she get these clothes from? But I think she bought clothes or bought items from the art fair the night before, and she just walked home on her own, smiling, and it wasn't like, oh, I banged Lawrence, what should I do? It was like a little walk of shame. It was a beautiful moment of adulthood. Like, sometimes we bang our exes, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, and that was the whole episode, and I cannot wait for next week's episode, because it looks like Molly and Issa will be having a conversation. and stuff. So we will see what happens with that. And I'm happy they gave Issa and Lawrence this episode, because I feel like it was always open-ended as to like what can happen between them. And I feel like the story can be when you are with somebody and y'all break up and y'all have enough time to both grow up separately. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's hard to grow in a relationship because you two are two different roots. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, this can be a way to tell a story to where it's not always the end when you were not in a healthy headspace in this relationship. But then once you both get to a better place, it's not always a bad thing to come back around. I also like Issa with Nathan, because you know what I'm saying, I think it can go either way. I'm team whoever, because I would like to bang Issa, not Issa. I would bang Nathan or Lawrence at the same time. Anyway, no, I'm just playing, I'm joking. But again, it was a good way to bring Lawrence back into the fold, because I feel like he was kind of, off on the side or whatever, and this can be like, okay, who is Issa gonna pick? Or she could pick neither and pick Issa. I don't know. Anyway, that was the whole episode. Do not forget to like, to comment, if you share this video. Follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. And until next time, people, peace.